Hello, Amandine here. I've made this video for you if you are easily overwhelmed by your emotions and your thoughts, okay? If you're triggered too much by what happens inside you, and if it bothers you in your life, in your daily life, in your job, in your relationships, and you feel like it's unfair, despite you're triggered, you're bothered, despite all the work you're doing on yourself, you really feel like you're fighting against yourself. So first, I want to tell you that I deeply understand you. I am hypersensitive myself since childhood. I have struggled a lot to fit in, to fit the mold of society, and I suffered a lot. And secondly, I'm here to tell you that there is nothing unfair. This is not unfair to be hypersensitive. This is the opposite. This is a chance. All those thoughts, all those emotions you have, they are here for you, not against you. They are here to help you, not to punish you. But that's true, you need to find the right user guide. Actually, I really think that you need to create your own user guides, okay, a tailor-made guideline, to not try to fit and over-adapt all the time, but to create beautiful things with your beautiful sensitivity. And that's why I've created this YouTube channel, to guide you to get out of this emotional and mental struggle and to find a way to explore and to share your hyper potential. And in this video, I'm super happy to share with you what I have understood as the need number one when you become hypersensitive. The most important needs, and also the simplest need when you are triggered, in order to not survive, to not over-adapt to society, but to flourish and to thrive in this society that is still hypersensitive. So if you're ready, let's get started. So first of all, being hypersensitive, what is it? Is it really simple? It's thinking too much and feeling too much. And in our society that still doesn't really accept emotions, it looks like actually a lot of isolation and rejection. We are always too much, okay? Too sad, too joyful, too introvert, too extrovert. But most of all, we are always too affected by what happens to us. So tell me in the comment, what does your daily life look like as a sensitive person? And we'll see together in this video how my tip number one will help you to live better with your sensitivity on a daily basis without thinking too much. So personally, I have been rejected and I felt misunderstood during 3 decades, more than 30 years, and I've waited to collaborate with more than 100 therapists and coaches who have told me self-improvement, neuroscience, psychology, and emotional intelligence, to finally understand in 2018 that my needs, my first and now non-negotiable need, is to create my bubble of security, of inner security every day, and to write actually what I cannot see with my eyes, my thoughts and my emotions that trigger me and overwhelm me. So yes, inner security is the need number one for a sensitive person. Feeling safe is your main need when you feel activated, triggered, sensitive. So there are many ways to create your inner security, and in this video we will explore many, so you will be able to explore and test and share with me in the comment what is the best for you. But finding your security by yourself without waiting for anyone will help you to reconnect with yourself before, without wasting too much your precious energy to others. Okay, so the first step I practice and I teach in my emotional coaching is what I call the energy bubble, and I guide it in 4 steps. So let's do that together today. The first thing I invite you to do to create your security on your own without expecting anyone to do anything is to pause. Sometimes I tell myself, stop, Amandine, and I do that, and I tell my brain that I have to stop what I'm doing right now because I feel insecure. So just pause, take an appointment with yourself, and create a kind of cocoon. It can be something you create at your place, but it can be also some kind of ritual you can recreate everywhere you go. Okay, so find a way to create a bubble, a cocoon, where you feel first safe, and second creative. It has to give you safety, security, and creativity. Why? Because creativity is one of the multiple assets of hypersensitives. Step number 2 is the visualization of something that connects you to your potential. Okay, so creativity is the asset number 1, like one of the main assets of hypersensitive, but visualization, imagination is another big asset of yours. So I invite you to, once you are in your cocoon, to visualize something. It can be visualizing that you recharge your energy or you connect with the senses around you. Personally, I visualize my inner world. Okay, as hypersensitive, my inner world is really rich. Sometimes really intense with a lot of emotion, but most of the time with a lot of ideas. So I try to visualize, to imagine my inner world to connect with my hyper potential. Step number 3, I really invite you to listen to this one carefully. It's so important for hypersensitive. Once you are in your bubble, at least a few seconds is to go down inside you and to connect to your body. Most of us, as hypersensitive people, we have been disconnected to our body for some reason because it was maybe suffering. But we have another huge capacity, is a capacity of pleasure. And where is pleasure? Pleasure is in your body. So take a few seconds to go down, to connect with your body, to connect with your emotions, because your emotions are where in the body. So find a way, find something to feel the pleasure moving in you. It can be moving your body. Personally, I like feeling my pleasure moving like an energy. It can be maybe being still. Maybe this is your style. It can be by closing your eyes. Personally, I like closing my eyes to visualizing better my inner world. I can be keeping your eyes open because you want to see the colors of what is around you. And step number 4, this is maybe the hugest capacity of hypersensitive, is to connect, to explore with your intuition, with your subconscious, whatever you call it. Once you are in this bubble, you will explore. You will go inside you and trust what you see, trust what you feel, okay? And I know this society doesn't value intuition, so it's normal that you don't know how to do, and you may have many messages, many emotions, many signals. So I'm like you, I am in the same boat, and honestly, after years and years of experimentations of many tools, I haven't found something simpler and more efficient for me than writing down my intuition in my notebook. Why? Because the results are illimited and instant. You can write and see, read with your own eyes what your unconscious has to tell you. And if you're a little bit skeptical with what I've just said, that's okay. I invite you right now to have a little experience with me, to use writing to explore your intuition. So grab a simple notebook or a piece of paper and a pen right now, and open your notebook and start to write something that makes you feel good right now without thinking. And I'm gonna guide you a little bit, because depending the days, depending your moods, you will have different needs actually to understand, explore your inner world, your emotions, okay? Some days you will have this need to relax your tensions, your mental and emotional tensions, okay? It's what I call riding our inner animals, okay? Sometimes we have angers, frustrations, we don't understand, we feel rejected. So write down, put some words of what, holds you back. Sometimes you are triggered by something that you don't understand, or sometimes you don't remember why it's like that. Maybe it comes from your childhood. So depending on the day, you will have this need first to relax those mental and emotional tensions. And what will happen, I encourage you to do it right now, and it's scientifically proven, the more you put names, words on your inner states, your emotion, the more those emotions that are energy in motion, they are not supposed to stay, your emotion, your triggers will be dissolved like a sugar in a glass of water. Okay, why? So the scientists say that when we write our emotions, the emotions are understood, they are listened to. Okay, it's like you have taken care of your emotional needs, so the emotion can flow, move, and you can move forward to something else in your life. You can move forward to something else, and yes, some days you will have this need to write what excites you, what animates you, what makes you feel really alive. And hypersensitive, we have so many ideas all the time. Sometimes we have visionary ideas and we don't know what to do with it. Sometimes it's too crazy, sometimes it's weird, sometimes we feel like, oh no, the society is not ready for that, or people around me will not understand. So that's why it's super important. Once you feel really secure, when you feel connected with your creativity, when you reconnected to your intuition, with your body, is to write down everything that makes sense for you, that makes you feel good, that create joy. Because as hypersensitive, we have a lot of emotions. But the first emotion we want to cultivate is joy, and we are wired to feel emotion. So we are wired to feel a lot of joy. But sometimes we don't allow ourselves to express this joy because we feel different. That's why, again, it's really important to write it down and to acknowledge it, to understand this joy and to understand yourself better in order to contribute better, to find your place, to find your role, to find your voice. Personally, I recommend you to practice this inner bubble and this intuitive writing every day, to write your intuition, to write your intentions, at least for a few minutes every day. Before I thought it will be a little bit difficult, but now I really need it. It gives me this connection with myself. I understand myself better, and also everything I write down that creates me joy, I can manifest it. It works like that. So try just to open your notebook, to create your bubble, and to express yourself. And if you want to know more, to practice more with me about intuitive writing, intention writing, emotional writing, to build this muscle of self-confidence that have been a little bit, damaged over the years as an hypersensitive, you can find on my channel or below this video other videos, podcasts, and also blog articles and audios that you can download and practice wherever you want. I really encourage you to share with me your experience, your questions, your frustrations as an hypersensitive. I'm here for you. I'm like you. I'm in the same boat. I am struggling like you, and I really want us to support each other, to explore and share these hypersensitive qualities we have. I wish you a very good week, and I see you next week for the next video. Bye bye.